I can't even find the full video, I think, because they haven't posted it online because it was so bad. I mean, just look. Mehdi Hasan was on CNN talking about, you know, Israel, genocide of Palestinians, etc., etc.
If you don't want to be called Nazis,
and he's talking to this, like, freak of a Zionist, and I mean, you'll see.
Stop doing.
You're called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people would sit there and by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. Okay. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that
you just say I should die.
You should not.
No,
did you just say I should be killed?
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on.
Did your guest just say I should be killed on live TV?
I said I hope you don't.
Let me just stop.
You said you. But this ain't YouTube debate. This ain't like a Twitter space. This is a CNN roundtable. You gonna die. This should be like an excellent zinger in a blood sports debate online. But oops, we're on CNN. It turns out it's actually really unacceptable when arguing with a pro-Palestinian advocate to say essentially like, you're actually Hezbollah, you're a Hezbollah militant. Hope you don't get murked by the next Mossad operation.
My beeper doesn't go
because you sound a big supporter
of the Palestinians.
Guys, let me
just Palestinians.
Are you?
Am I what? No, of course I'm not.
I apologize.
Are you a racist, violent person inciting violence against
Ryan,
That's
disgusting. That is completely.
I apologize.
Good job, CNN. Let's have first block say the Muslim guy should be blown up.
I apologize.
On TV.
Don't say.
Oh no! It's actually a huge. I actually feel really good about this because Mehdi Hasan is God's strongest soldier. He really, really is. He is like tirelessly, if you take a look at the content that he produces, and he's like out there debating everyone, and he's amazing at it. And then you look at his Twitter, and he's out there like arguing with everyone. He's arguing with Zionists, and then there are like campus lefty Twitter types who are like, actually voting for Kamala Harris means that you tacitly endorse the genocide of the Palestinians. And he's like, no, I just think she's better than Trump in a lot of respects. And they're like, kill yourself. He's like out there fighting everyone. And he's been roughing it quite a bit since he got dropped by MSNBC for being too pro-Palestinian. So I'm really happy he's getting a very high-profile controversy in which he is unambiguously the one who is being sympathized with. No one is defending Ryan Gudusky. Is it Gurdusky or Gudusky? I'm not sure. CNN actually put out an official statement. There is zero room for racism or bigotry at CNN or on our air. We aim to foster thoughtful conversations. We will not allow guests to be demeaned or for the line of civility to be crossed. Ryan Gudusky will not be welcomed back to our network. He actually got kicked. Are Zionists defending him? Yeah, there are some Zionists who are defending Ryan, but like overwhelmingly, the weight of support is going to Hasan here.
Don't say then I apologize. You literally.
I thought you said Hamas.
You didn't think I said Hamas.
Yes,
I said I
did.
supported Palestinian rights.
Yes, I did.
Why? Because when you hear
what's funny
Palestinian,
is Rudy Giuliani said this yesterday, so you're a great guest to be here to defend Rudy Giuliani.
I wasn't going to entertain nonsense today, and so at this point,
this is what we're in now. This is America in 2024.
Here's what I will say.
Forget the racism.
That's right.
It's I should die.
I didn't say that. You
said,
die.
what does beeper mean? Don't give me your
I did not say you should die.
Why did you say with my beeper?
What did you mean?
What did you mean by the beeper?
So what did you mean?
What did you mean by the beeper? No, you didn't. You said, I hope your beeper doesn't go off.
Ryan, stop talking.
At least have the guts to support your racist comment.
Hang on. I'm so sorry.
Ryan Gudusky is on the board of advisors for the American Movement, which is connected to Project 2025. Oh yeah, like many Zionists, he is an out and about fascist, you know. Like I've said so many times before, the Zionist wing in America has very little to do with Judaism as a religion or cultural practice, which is why the most ardent advocates for Zionism are, and I'm going to paint with a broad brush here, but I mean it, frothing at the mouth lunatic Christians or fairly agnostic people. Some of the loudest, most violent, antagonistic, you know, war of civilization type Zionists are either Christian nationalists or they're like, you know, Stephen Miller is Jewish. The white nationalist. Like, if you want to paint with that broad of a brush, like, wow, look at your Zionist heroes. They're very committed to the well-being of Judaism. These neo-Nazis. No, it's a right-wing project, and, you know, here and, I mean, I guess it always has been. This guy walking it back live and apologizing and looking uncomfortable as possible, and then going back on Twitter and acting like he was a brave guy. Yeah. Of course. Like, what else are you going to expect from a guy like this? He's like really sheepish and apologetic in person, and then he goes back to Twitter and he's like, oh, actually, you know, oh, I didn't even know that. What a remarkable surprise. Roman Catholic. Hold on one second. What do you want to bet he's a convert? I've never met a real Catholic who called themselves Roman Catholic. One second. I know they do sometimes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ah, he's not big enough to have a Wikipedia article. Damn it. Oh, is he on One America News? He is. He's on OAN. Damn, I can't find it. Ah, well, whatever. My headcanon remains valid. Just faux media outrage from angry whites women and professional race hustlers. 1776 pack. A bunch of pro-Trump stuff. You can stay on CNN if you falsely call every Republican a Nazi and have money taken from Qatar-funded media. Apparently, you can't go on CNN if you make a joke. Every time with these people, man, they can never... They're such cowards. They're pussies. They're such pussies. Every time they're like, I guess it's illegal to just make a little itty-bitty joke these days. That's all I did. I just made a little itty-bitty little joke. Just a little bit of comedy. Everyone's so mad at me. Just a little bit. It was just a prank. I'll be on CNN at 10 p.m. Tune in. Oh, people did. People did. So you've been banned from cable news for making a joke about the death of the person you're talking to. My best advice for future conservatives dealing with a double standard. Hello, fellow conservative. Have you also been banned from known partisan left network, CNN? Well, do I have advice for you? It turns out people get really mad when you talk about killing them. That's great, man.
This is why yesterday's rally was disgusting.
Don't call us Nazis, but I'm going to threaten the brown guy as a terrorist and kill him.
Because I didn't ever say Donald Trump was Hitler. Man. But do you know who stood on a stage yesterday and said, I want to come to the Nazi rally? I don't have to make up words and call you something. You're saying it for yourself. And what you just said right here, apologize, but
look at, okay, I don't want to do the, like, body language analysis stuff because for the most part I think it's bullshit, but it's fine when I do it, okay? Look at how submissive this guy is in his demeanor.
Saying it for you.
Like, you know for a fact, then again, painting with a broad brush, but thankfully for me, I'm always right. This guy has probably had a million fantasies in his head of being yelled at by a black woman and epically owning her with his superior Aryan Chad, Tradcath, like, you know, Sigma male responses. Like, who do you think built the hoodie you're wearing? I mean, like, who invented hoodies? I mean, I gotta go. And then he, like, goes home or something. Like, fantasies like that, you know? But then he's actually getting yelled at by a black chick calling him racist, which he is. And he's like...
yourself. And what you just said right here, apologize, but I will tell you, I don't accept that apology.
No, I don't like this very much at all.
That is disgusting, but I can be offended when you don't even say it to me. I'm not Puerto Rican, but I was offended by what he said yesterday. And I'm offended that the former
no, I don't like this one. Old Ryan's in a pinch with this one, boys.
And not say, I don't care, because you know what? When Kamala Harris put out statements about switching up opinions, it wasn't good enough for Republicans. Why are you looking at me? Because you said it.
Why don't you take this...
They're gonna release the full thing on the YouTube. Good stuff. Anyway, yeah, it led to an apology from the network.
We're back here, and before we get started, I want to just address what happened in the last segment. And first, I want to apologize to Mehdi Hasan for what was said at this table. It was completely unacceptable. When we get this discussion started, you'll see that Ryan is not at the table. There is a line that was crossed there, and it's not acceptable to me. It's not acceptable to us at this network. We want discussion. We want people who disagree with each other to talk to each other. But when you cross...
This is like the only thing CNN... It's not like CNN, the organization, but like rarely am I given an opportunity to be happy with the outcome of like a CNN panel. So, you know, I'll take what I can get.
The line of a complete lack of civility, that is not going to happen here on this show. It's a heated time. We're in the middle of a political season. We are 8 days from a presidential election. But we can have conversations about what is happening in this country without resorting to the lowest of the lowest kind of discourse. Want to address that, and I want to apologize to the viewers at home because we've
been doing genocide apologia for a year, but incivility crosses the line. I know it's a very low bar. I know it's a very low bar. I understand that, but I do think it's refreshing. Fascists get away with a lot of broad, kind of like distributed, vague rhetoric about ideas. But a lot of the people who really believe that shit are psychopaths, and if they go on mainstream news and talk the way they talk in private with their friends, most people are like, wow, you're a psychopath. That's what's happening right now with the Trump Madison Square Garden rally with the comments about Puerto Rico, where like all of these crazy racists on their own to each other, they're dropping N-bombs all the time. They don't even call them N-bombs. They just hate black people. You know, N-bomb makes it sound like kind of funny. It's not. They're just hateful psychopaths. But then like they get away with a lot of racism if it's abstracted and euphemized, but if they go out there and just say the shit, they get in trouble for it. And likewise with this, you know?
We want to be able to hear each other, we want to be able to talk to each other, and we plan to do that in this next segment.
Like the average American isn't like clamoring at the blood or clamoring at the chance to spill Arab blood. The average American just doesn't. The average American is tepidly Zionist. But then you take a look at like what Zionists on Twitter are like, and they're genocidal psychopaths. They're lunatics. They're insane.